Good old Papa John just can't seem to figure it out. Now, Papa John has spent the last 20 months working on himself. He spent this entire pandemic filled with thoughts, personal reflections, and an unwavering dedication to learn how to stop saying the N-word.
Take me back to a few years ago when you start to see these headlines coming out and smearing your good name. How did you feel at the time when you were seeing these headlines?
State of shock. Unbelievable. I couldn't understand it. I mean, again, you have a public board that paints its chairman complicit, passive, or active. They paint the founder as a racist. They know he's not a racist. It's just unbelievable. And I used to lay in bed just going, how did they do this? And we've had 3 goals for the last 20 months to get rid of this N-word in my vocabulary and dictionary and everything else.
Yeah, trying to get it out of his vocabulary. Apparently, it's a very hard thing to do. Now, Papa John, or John Shatner, started the pizza chain back in 1984 and built a business empire on mediocre pizza, out of his father's tavern, which is a huge accomplishment. Papa John's, it's not horrible, it's not great, but it gets the job done when you're too drunk to go get real pizza. Now, John used to be CEO until he had a little mix-up with the mute button and said the N-word on a conference call. Because as most people know, if you're going to be racist, don't do it over the phone. Now, John has spent the last 2 years, of course, rebuilding his image, and as he said there, trying to figure out how not to say the N-word. It's almost like, oh, whoops, I slipped and fell and said the N-word. My bad. Like that makes any sense. And of course, he screwed up his entire comeback tour on one 5-minute interview. So Papa John's, it's proof that sometimes people are determined to cancel themselves. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching Citizen Pete. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, click that little subscribe button, maybe the like button, and hey, maybe just leave a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. What do you think about all the politics, the news, and all the stuff that's going on in our country?